Okay. Okay, let's get down to business. All right. Hey everyone. Hey Nerdy Commentator, hey Papa Jam. How you guys doing? The Nerdy Commentator had a flu. Hopefully you're better. Are you getting better? I'm doing good. How are you, Papa Jam? Okay. All right. So, let's get right into it. Muscle mommies will help you heal. Yeah, we'll start with that. So, there's a couple ways you could do this. I mentioned before that of like these sort of shapes, these the apple, pear, right? Right, all these sort of shapes. With muscle characters, typically what's gonna happen, typically, is you're gonna have this, the apple shape, broad shoulders. And there's a couple ways you can do it. Like you can literally just actually make a character whose shoulders are just broad. It's just very, very big shoulders. And the rest of their body is actually or big shoulders and pec area, the chest area. And the rest of their body like really tapers down into the waist, very small waist. You can actually do that. There's a couple ways like you can just make their arms bigger. Like if I just do this, make like a thin dude who has like an okay sort of taper down here. It's not that. It's not like this guy's not like a super muscle man, right? But then if you make like give him like big arms, it can start to like widen out. Like the Muscle Bob and SpongeBob. It will start to widen him out. It kind of depends on what you want to do with it. This is like probably gonna be more natural looking. But it's art, so you can do whatever you want. But this silhouette is in general going to make you look like muscular. If you have the top area be like very broad. That is not the only way to do it. So, like if I make a woman here, you can just like define the muscles as well, right? This is really big on silhouette. So if I just draw like a woman, and I give her like I don't really define anything. She has kind of thin arms, pretty standard arms. Right? And then I just define it. I give it like a really, really defined sort of shape to it. Um, define the muscles, including the silhouettes of the muscles. So I give it like proper traps. Not too big, but like, right? Because the size isn't as important. She'll begin to look a little more muscular up the other side normally. it will start to look a little more muscular than like the other side, which is like kind of flabby almost. Actually, I was like, yeah, right here. So if you really go in and define all of this, this is how. So this is how typically Street Fighter does it. No matter what, the characters have defined muscles. There is just size; they're just big, and then there's definition of muscle, and then you can do both, right? So this is it's gonna probably gonna be more common here. But this is because it's silhouette. The silhouette will just make it will read very muscular. This you kind of have to look at the details. Hey, Last Gogeta, how are you? So, so with women, you know, this is the two ways you could the like two ways you'll see it happen. Usually it's both actually. They'll actually be very very big, just very big women, and really they'll exaggerate the body, like really a lot. Probably like carrying something huge. Um, be very broad shoulders, and if they want to make them like still keep that hourglass, they'll have to have humongous hips and thighs. I've seen this before. And like define every single like a bunch of the muscles. Um, so like when I say like this, so I'm exaggerating the shoulders and thighs. If you exaggerate the thighs, it's not necessarily gonna read as like a super muscular person. Even though like you look at Chun Li, she's not always like if you look at Zangief versus Chun Li, Chun Li like looks like huge and muscular, whereas or not, sorry, not Zangief look or Marisa, we'll say Marisa looks huge and muscular, and Chun Li, despite being very muscular, still looks very 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 feminine. It's not as powerful when we're dealing with just the hips in terms of silhouette. Go for a walk and be in and out stream. Hey, no problem. In street massages. $1, I'm good. Indian just starts violently coughing on guys. He's massaging. Damn, chill, Sleepy. Um, Now, there's also. Let's see this. I usually don't draw characters with like big or women with the big arm ones because, like I said, I usually keep this very like straight sort of collarbone. But it's like no problem. You can just, it's not really a thing. You can just do it. I'll go into the musculature a little bit, but it's. This is more about character than that. You creating characters? Yeah, we should be probably in the last hour. I'll do a demo. Like, okay, so a big thing is going to be abs, right? Now, abs, I will show everyone, or show how to do it. There are a couple ways to do it. Before, I guess we should talk about just general, a general shape thing. I say a lot. Use your silhouette, like pull out your silhouettes. So like this probably isn't how the trapezius looks if it's in it, and if it's in a relaxed state. But you want to just pull it out, just pull out the shapes of it. You can do this really well with musculature because it's very striking to see like a person with muscular body if you like pull out the muscles properly. It's just we like looking at people, so it has a bigger effect on us. You already made the best character. Yes, Grongly, I know. So I look yeah, there's a couple things. But anyway, we'll get to that. Okay. I should probably have found some. Oh, you want to put some big hands on them. It's gonna look weird with small hands and gigantic muscles. You can do that though if you want, if you think it looks cool. But typically, I try to keep everything proportional. Upside down trapeze with lines in the middle. With a trapezius. Quads go down here. Right, like this. They're not gonna have a lot of fat. It kind of depends on like how you decide to draw them. Um, I don't define the legs as much on women to keep like the shape going, so it doesn't have like a bunch of humps and bumps here, like this. Even though this would be a thing. It's kind of up to you though. You should do Escanor. Who is Escanor? I don't watch Seven Deadly Sins or really anime. Oh, yeah, kind of. It doesn't have big hips though. Right. The arms are a little big though. Uh, so okay. What else am I gonna do here? Yeah, thin neck is this. This also kind of feeds into the androgyny femboy thing I was doing. I was showing, like where and when to make something muscular and where and when to make something very thin. It is up to you though. Okay. Uh, no. Oh yeah, abs. Okay. So a couple things with abs. Actually, no. I still shouldn't get into that yet. Okay. Well, we'll decide like muscular characters. I don't have as organized thought process on this. You know, like what do we typically see with muscular characters? So they're very typically very imposing. So that could be like overtly, like their personality is like overtly powerful. They're typically tall. You know, if they're imposing or not, if they're like very shy or whatever, they're still very, very tall. These are all visual stuff, not like how the character's personality is. Obviously muscular. Um, they typically show off the muscles in some way. Typically, it's not always. So I won't put that here. Um, they're just in general very big, like wide as well. But mostly they go. I go with imposing mostly, right? That's usually what I try to keep with muscular characters. I wouldn't make them hide it usually, right? I think the one I made was where is he? There he is. So I would make like Wreck. He's very 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 big, right? Let's see. Right. He's muscular and he's just very tall and large. Like I think he's like several heads above Cassandra, and then I made him bigger with his hair. Second. So, anyways, who hasn't still not mailed a pipe bomb to a PO box? All right, chill. How'd boobs work with muscles? So, okay, when I get to the abs, we'll talk. Actually, I get to it now, but um, right. But anyway, I make them very imposing, very big characters. That's usually how I go with it because I just draw anime a lot. Uh, okay, so we'll get to the torso area. Okay. So an hour and 30 minutes in video game with my friends, and we all had the best gear ever, and then we go to the wrong encounter and all died. Which game was this? Because the encounter summary had more final bosses. So yeah, secret bosses. The character's power and the fellowship buff. Yeah, that too. Ryu Ishigori. I don't watch JJK either. How big he's compared to Charlie. The muscle to boob ratio. I mean, that's up to you. He actually he's actually had I had heights for them. So when Rek is crouched down like this, he's like the height, like around the height of Charlie. He's significantly taller than the rest of the cast. So like for this one, let's see. For this one, nope. So for this one, imagine like Charlie's like down here. All right. Ryu Ishiguro is almost like a spitting image of what you said for Rek. Okay, let me see. Ryu Ishiguro. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Abs and jacket man, I see, yeah. A big jacket also makes them look even bigger, by the way. That's like a lot of characters will have a cape or a jacket. That'll make them look even more imposing because just you have all this extra stuff. They'll have like a fur stole as well. Like a big fur stole here. That'll make them look, that'll give it the these sloping shoulders. This is vessel's actual body is very small. Oh, that's cool. I don't watch these shows, so yeah, like a biker. Yeah, a biker jacket is like that. All right, so let's get to boobs and muscles and abs. Okay, so you have the rib cage, which is going to be the most important thing, and the hips. The rib cage is shaped like a, it kind of has this shape to it. It's a good simplification. There is like a lot more subtlety, obviously, because it's all tilted and stuff. So there's like a cutout of here, cutout over here, and then it actually slopes down a bit in the back, and then comes back up. Right, then you have the spine. And then you have the hips, which again we talked about before. You can do this as like a cylinder or a box. So we'll just do that here. And this is tilted downwards like this. Okay. Now remember the ribs look like this. This is going to be important for the boobs. They do this. They're not flat. They do like kind of curve outwards. Probably have a six-pack. These questions Socrates too afraid to ask. Would there ever be a random codfish in a business suit that's just jacked with his body isn't humanoid? It's just a fish with a six-pack. It's like papyrus? Hmm. I mean, yeah, kind of for now. But like this area I've talked about, right? This area down here, it doesn't have like a lot of bones there, so you're gonna get like more. This is where everything bends. But the like the belly button, it's good to split the belly button here, so you'll have like a bit of a gooey bit here. Okay, so this little division with the belly button is important. Because typically for a six-pack, you'll have, I believe, two abs above it. Ab pairs above it. Let me see. Let me make sure I got this right. No, it's three. Yeah, all of the, okay, all of them are above it. Yeah, I figured. Okay, good. So it's all three are above it, and then you have an extra two at the bottom. So all three are going to be above it. Above the belly button, and then there are two extra going downwards. Now, six-pack is like, okay, so one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's a typical six-pack. Now, anime, a couple things. The infamous 8-pack. You'll also have this 7, 8. Or you can have two, like, on the just under the pecs, which is on the rib cage, which I don't think are actual abs. I think that's like a thing that can happen. I mean, I'm good drawing the pecs in. That's a thing that can happen, but it's kind of just an exaggeration. So you can have 1, 2 here as well. Confuse lean from muscular. What's the difference? So I was talking about in the beginning. There's 2 different types of muscular. There's big muscular. There's just you got big old muscles, and there's defined muscular. So lean, you could be defined. You could be thin, and your muscles can be defined. Right. Whereas you can be like very meaty, just have a bunch of muscles, and they're really big. Should draw these better. It's actually not gonna be. It's actually gonna be more like this. It's gonna like come down like the rib cage is gonna come down like that. All right, there's 2E. This will be 1E for extra, 2E for extra. These bottom ones are typically not defined, and typically they don't have this split in it. Like they'll have like a very weak split, and then you have your hips. Right? And then it will go into the groin area. Now, Chalk Warfare. I've never heard that name. Now that's typically the placement of the abs. Now, anime, like I said, this will change for anime proportions. They're typically taller, longer. So that's also where you get an 8-pack. They'll just extend this area, and they'll just add 2. But it's up to you. I've heard of it. I have not seen this. It's an indie series. Wow. Okay. So now we'll get to the boobs. Okay. We got a minute left before the what's these called? The ads start. I'm gonna draw in the ribs and then the rib area. Now, my understanding with the boobs are a little, in terms of underlying anatomy, it's a little more shaky, but I'll do my best here. This is how I do things. All right. All right, yeah. 1 second. The ads are going on, so 1 second. I love ads too. Feel like there's three muscular archetypes: lean, muscular, and over-exaggerated. That's a good way to put it. Okay, I think we're back. So if we're not back, let me know. All right, so I mentioned the pectorals here. So for men, these pecs are going to be very, very big and broad. So so with women, it's typically going to be a lot more. Out of 10, how much anatomy do I need to know to draw muscular characters? You kind of need to know. You need to know. You need to know how it looks at least. Like look up some bodybuilders. Look up bodybuilders and like draw them. It'll be much easier to draw from any angle if you know the underlying anatomy, but more so from observational drawing. But you don't have to know like the entire there's the internal muscles of like the bicep. Unless you want to get into drawing Baki characters where he draws like all the bullshit, like every muscle head in every part of the muscle, where just every muscle fiber. Typically, you want to see what's on the surface. So, but I wouldn't think about it like, oh, I need to. How much do I have to know before I do this? Before I do that? You want to learn and apply. Learn and apply a little more. Learn, get better, improve. You know, think about it more like that, not like I have to know this before I start this. Just do it over time. So but with women, the pecs are typically smaller and thinner. They attach up at the or some of them attach up at I think the collarbone over here, and they attach again like. I believe they attach. No, there's something else. They attach higher up on the arm. And they kind of do this like pinched thing. Um, okay, and the boobs actually start like down here. It's a fat pocket down here. So it's also something that doesn't have like bones in it. Or it's not like it's sort of sitting on top of a bone, but it's protruding out a lot. So it's very, very soft. It's very malleable and soft. But it is connected to like the pectoral area, right? The main thing is like this, like think of it's gonna still be water balloons. It's not gonna really change too much. Um, just remember that like it's moving outwards. It's sitting on top of the chest, so it's gonna be moving outwards, out here. And then there's like I said, there's like this twist right here. It's kind of overlap. The pecs kind of overlap themselves. So you'll have like on the surface, you'll have something like this, and the boobs also like they kind of hang down here as well. There's like it connects like down behind the ribs. Kind of depends on how big you want to make them, but they don't necessarily change with musculature. But just remember that typically when you like when people want to make, like I said, they want to look imposing and wide, people will make them bigger because otherwise they'll look really, really small and weird with a gigantic muscular person. And in general, like I think, like Sleevey said, over exaggerated. They'll exaggerate everything. You know, big muscles, big boobs, humongous hips, just like this. Like big muscles, boobs, and big hips. And gigantic, just a big person. They'll just exaggerate it like that. Um, it might be a little weird. Like I don't want to. This is like if you look at this in real life, like in like bodybuilders, it's hard to say because a lot of them are on steroids, which might make them look a little odd, like men and women. Um, I don't know. You just kind of have to just make sure when you like look up reference that's is you don't necessarily look up like a someone who's like I don't know how to say this nicely. Just make sure they're not on steroids because that will change the musculature. So good. Hey Jens, how you doing? Educationalist, I hope so. So okay, I'm not sure there's a lot more I want to talk about here. Um, just make sure you don't get someone with like roid gut, where they're like, I think their muscles are so tight that they're like, and they'll still have abs. Their muscles are so tight that like their abs are pushed outwards. I think their obliques are so tight. They're like everything's pushed outwards because it's so powerful. Um, what else can I do before I get into this? Manga Usogui. There must be a woman who explicitly took steroids. Seems rare. I think like all bodybuilders are on steroids, right? Like the bodybuilders who go to the competitions. I think they're all on steroids. Pretty sure. Unless I don't know something about it. It might be just a stereotype and I'm being terrible. Yeah, sure. I mean the characters like that, yeah, characters like that are rare. Yeah, that's true. That are just on steroids. Ooh, I think I can just jump into the demo. Unless I'm missing something, because they're gonna make. Let's do before we get into the demo. Let me try to like let's build a character around this. So imposing is how I do it. Something you'll get a lot. So here's a couple things. Imposing, muscular. So I want to show the muscularity. I want them to be imposing. I want them to be really big. So a lot of times you'll get like barbarian. Barbarians will have aren't wearing anything because like part of the character design is the muscles because it makes them look like brutal. It makes them look powerful and imposing. Uh, so I want to show the skin somehow. Do big women have small women inherently? Liz Bomb plays. Hey, how do you draw a man who is slim and short in stature but still incredibly muscular? Like gymnast types? So that's gonna go into definition. But a slim character, you can like it's typically what I would do for a slim character who's still want to be like, swimmer, otter, otter mode, I think is what it's called. What I typically would do is I wouldn't make him like super super big. I would make him tall and thin, right? Define his muscles, right? So down here he got some quads. Make sure to define his muscles, especially on his silhouette. Keep the V shape. Now, what I'm gonna do with the V shape, I'm gonna like really define his shoulders. I wouldn't give him like this. I wouldn't do that. I would give him some, but not too much. Um, some trap muscles, but not too much. I would just keep everything very lean on him. I would define his shoulders pretty clearly. And a lot of it you can do with like shape design. You can like kind of taper everything downwards in this direction, including his like his abs. That'd be like down here actually. I might even like not give him the serratus. No, I probably should. Like smaller arms. I wouldn't like really make him too big. Yeah, I'm trying to keep him like tight and compact. Now you can just go and draw uh you can just go and draw like gymnasts, but make sure like to compare and contrast them with like say a bodybuilder or like a more muscular person, and that will help you like get their specific characteristics, and then you can stylize them. I keep him thin and defined, and I'd make sure he would have his like muscles defined up here. I wouldn't even give him like big traps like that, or like big lats like that. It should be more normal. Sorry, so something like this. Okay, something like that. I think his arms are a little short. Hey, Michael, how you doing? We're almost at the demo. Okay, but anyway. Yeah, that's cool. I think big nerdy commentator. Did you say do big women have small boobs inherently? It's that's not really a thing. I don't think that's like genetically a thing. It's just these are like uh bags of fat essentially. So there might be some decrease in that, but I don't know if that's tied directly to natural muscle growth. Okay, but let's do this. Doing good, how's everyone? I'm doing good. Should like define this. There we go. And then here, and then you can define the leg muscles. Okay, sorry. Okay, so anyway, in terms of this demo we're gonna do, I'm gonna make him like a barbarian sort of character. Imposing is gonna be a bunch of these things. We'll make them tall, make them generally big, a lot like this. Can I skip the thumbnail? Hey, Fizzcake. Yeah, we're doing muscular characters. We're about to do a muscular woman for the demo. Now, something with barbarian and imposing. I want to do like an animal girl. So like wolf, tiger? Maybe tiger. You can also see Oni. Oni is a big muscle woman thing. Oh, your excitement is ruined. It'll look good. Lead some attention. Thank you. I think maybe I'll do a tiger version. Do werewolf girl to go with no werewolf. Okay, actually, werewolf is pretty good. We'll do werewolf. I'm gonna do like a probably human one. But we'll give her like big ears, stuff like that. Or we can do both. I mean, we have time. Oh. Okay, so let's see. I want her to be carrying something. I don't know if she's gonna do a werewolf. Maybe like a machete. It's a really big, brutal weapon. Machete. Like a serial killer. Kathleen Bates. Who's that? I did watch My Hero Academia. I don't know who Kathleen Bates is. Guess I didn't watch enough of it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Stars and Stripes. Female All Might, right. Yeah, okay, I do remember that one. Cheese one, yeah. People say Morocco is another one. Ugh. It kind of depends. Um, Whoa. Okay. Just thinking more of a bat. Maybe barbarian doesn't really fit, but no, wolf barbarian does. You know, we'll go with that. We'll just get to it. Okay. So, where wolf woman, muscular, and some big weapon. Generally imposing. Okay. So that'll give her like a personality. So how'd I do this? I did like a let's kind of just do a design sketch first. She's gonna have big ears. Oh, okay, it's me, so I can do like a punk version because of ripped clothes. So I also typically I draw them with the defined musculature really makes it very dynamic and what's the word? Sharp, but you can also draw them very soft. I think did I start with this? Yeah. This is this is a big thing on shape design. You can draw them very softly, just very soft curves where you can like really do the huge silhouette changes, right? Like this. Like this is very harsh. In particular right here. But you can do like very soft uh and just make them very big, just don't define them too much. And they'll look a little more friendly, you know. But typically when you're drawing a muscular character, they're not trying to look super friendly. That's more of a shape design thing. Anyway, I don't do that. Everyone's hard here. So I'm gonna give her like everything's gonna be exaggerated here. So I'll give her like torn up top. Also, they can show her abs as well. Now I could give her like a pretty standard, like ripped jeans sort of thing. Don't know what I'm gonna put on the legs though. when drawing the general shape of the legs or the legs, it will kind of do this. So you'll have one side that's like one side that like does this situation, goes in and out, or out and in, and the other side will be more straight. So hey Obscurus, you missed a bit of an explanation on muscular characters. I guess I also forgot to mention the lats back here that connect to the serratus, but mostly the lats are gonna give you like a this sort of look that makes you look very, give you more like shoulder width, like right back here. You've lost a soldier width. Muscle mummies off where there were multiple muscle mummies wrestling. Well, we're making one now, so that's fine. Hmm. You'll have like a wolf tail. I'll give her a jacket. I'll give her a big jacket as well. I give her that. I'll give her a vest, a torn vest. That's something. Or a jacket that was a jacket, now it's a vest. More muscle, I mean, coming up. That's what we're doing. Hmm. Now, I want to give her like a lot of hair as well. She's a werewolf. Now, what's this wolf cut? See that everywhere. It's kind of just missing a lot. It feels like, hmm. What else can I do here? I guess I could give her full jeans. We can do like a belt. I can give her another belt. Hang stuff off of it. Have like a giant machete sort of thing. Big weapon. Hmm. Ripped, of course. Pretty sort of a generic design. Is she gonna have fur patches or just an ear or a tail? That's a. I haven't tried to bring that in. I just. Hmm. Because what I can do is I can give her like a. I was talking about leather stoles, so I can like give her like a big leather, like a fur collar. But she's not gonna be like a furry sort of character. I'm not particularly good at furries. Hmm. It's a little generic right now, though. That's a bit of a problem. Hmm. Hey James, yeah, we're doing some wolf girls. I just can't see like I don't want to like not show the arms because that's important. Bitches. Okay, yeah, that's one way to put it. Werewolves. With wolf. Hmm. Yeah, for good help. I'm thinking of one character. I'll be back in the final name. All right, Obscurus. I could do something weird like I did with Cassandra. I could just do like random. I don't. I would want to show everything off though. You know, how about this? We're gonna make her imposing punk character, but it's gonna be like really exaggerated punk. I have an idea. I have an idea for her. Female All Might would just stars and stripes. Yeah, that's that was mentioned. I'm gonna do like a really over exaggerated version. More lately, it's fun to draw muscular men. Yeah, muscular men or muscular anything is pretty fun. I typically don't draw like big muscular women though. I think we're doing both here, big and muscular. Okay. Alright, still trying to find, no problem. Just I'll be here for a while. Okay, so we're gonna have like a okay. Give her one of these G-string things. Excuse me. One of the things that happen with these muscular characters is that they want to show their skin a lot, so they'll be either like very theatrical, like that character from Grand Blue. I can't remember her name. Oh, let me see. The muscular character. Latvia or La Diva. Yeah. Like wrestling people. Looks like the wolf girl from Mushoku Tensei. I think I know who that is. Yeah, I know this person. I can relate to going to the gym has made me want to show up. Yes, exactly. If you have to give up all that chocolate, someone's gonna see it. You could be like Alex as well, and just like the skin is the jeans are painted on just his gigantic muscles. I thought you were talking about Doctor Doom's country. Yeah, I didn't know her name. Lativa, Latvia, I think that was called. Okay. Okay. It's a top that's giving me some issue. I don't want to put too much here because it's so. I want to show more of the muscularity. I never like chocolate. Something about how sweet it is. She just like I love coffee and some of more bitter chocolates taste good, but they cost so much in my country. Oh, where do you live? Latveria. What's Doctor Doom's got to do? Latveria. That's true. Speaking of that, did you see the Tokon stuff with Deadpool doing the foot dive? I found her name is Ghislaine Didol Didoldia. Okay, this is the wolf woman from Mushoku Tensei, or is it something else? Yeah, yeah, her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I was thinking of doing just like this. Just doing like a band over here. Love Dr. Doom getting Tokon to play Doom. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not into tag fighters. We'll see. Blade being there is cool. Deadpool being there is pretty fun. Oh yeah, Deadpool is voiced by Dio. Like apparently in everywhere. See, Ghislaine is a good, or Ghislaine is a good example. Even she has like an eye patch that makes her look even scarier. So, not scarier, I mean, you know, imposing again. That's the point. Any tips on how to draw guns pointing forward? Dio's voice actors always get good, yeah. He also has some references to Dio in the Japanese version. Guns pointing forward like that. It is actually hard. It's hard to make like guns and swords pointing forward is hard to like make it look good. They typically don't do it. You kind of have to exaggerate the thickness, especially the sword. How tall is she? Tips on how to draw muscular backs. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so you want to exaggerate the thickness, but also like you want to really detail it. Like do it like a big close up. If you want to draw something like a gun, um, like straight front on like this with like very little perspective, draw it really like a lot more close up and give it like a lot of the details that should be there. Uh, and like exaggerate the thickness of everything. And as I fear, I just have to avoid drawing stuff from the front. Yeah, it does kind of make it very difficult because like you have no depth, you have really no nothing. But like if you do draw it like from the front, really exaggerate the thickness of something. How tall is this person? I was probably extremely tall. They gotta be imposing. Definitely the like the front is the most difficult. Yeah. But yeah, I would suggest like because everything kind of gets messed up. If you have like this, it kind of like right in your face, really big, you can see all the details. But if I do this right here, it gets really small, you can't see much. So that's typically why they do this. Just on the slightly to the side. something like that, so you can see more of the weapon. Same with the sword. All right. There's some muscular back. So I have, okay, I have like an hour and 30 minutes. I think I'll do a back version of this as well. So I'm gonna give her like this, like just strap, and we can like she's a werewolf, so we can give her like a leash, like a collar. Hmm. I'll just do that. Okay, I'll just do like the just do this. I'll just give her like a torn up. That it just looks better. It fits the look better. A choker, or yeah, a collar, yeah, like I was gonna say leash, but you can like put the leash like between the boobs, go down to here, like it's a necklace. I don't want to have it cover up the abs, but we'll see. Women with abs are hot. I wish there was honestly more. There's like probably a million of it, never ending. Million of entries on Rule 34 for that stuff. Yeah. Oh, I mean IRL, like actually actresses. Okay. Got the guy legs. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's probably not that much of that. Now, okay. It's impossible to find outside of UFC fighter chicks. Yeah, true. I guess it is kind of a niche, isn't it? Muscular women. Honestly, kind of like femboys, you know? Yeah, for real. For real, for real. Um, I mean, yeah, this is fine. I feel like I don't know. I'll figure something out. And I need like something over here. I want to put like some type of armor, but maybe like brass knuckles. Maybe some, yeah, for her gloves. Like she should have like some cool gloves. I think it just requires too much work getting a hot chick with it's not possible. It's yeah possible. Let's not close that door completely. But yeah, it's hard. Yeah, we need more vampires, but it is a niche. I'll say it is a niche. Like the opposite are true. Like there's muscular women and feminine boys. It's just feminine women and muscular boys, men. So that's it is kind of the two niches that are like the opposite of the mainstream. Okay. You know, good enough. Let's get to the actual drawing. Biker gloves, yeah, but I want she like some sort of weapon, like spikes or something. But I don't want to like cover up the muscles, right? You want to show the muscles off, so I'm trying to find some stuff I can put on somewhere. You can also give tattoos. I'll try that. That can like that's something that has a lot of design on it that won't cover up the muscle, right? You can use it to help define the muscles too. It's more of a fat distribution problem. Big boobs require fat and abs that are have low body fat. That's true. All right, let's get to this. Let's get a pose going. I draw typically muscular women, pretty feminine. So, you know that character? Oh, sorry. Oh wait, womb tats are fairly popular in and Rule 34. It's like a whole genre. I can give her one. Why not? She's showing off everything already. That's gonna be complicated. I have to draw the armpits, but like I'll do this. Nah, I think I might have to do it this way. Not here, like this. Okay. Yeah, I'll give her some kind of tattoos. So I typically don't draw them with the big traps. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna give her a bigger head. I'm gonna give her like a lot of hair. She won't have human ears, or she won't have visible human ears. She'll have wolf ears. Okay. Hmm. Okay. On the fighting path, there's this part where there's these bimbo chicks with like fake abs, and it's just looks ridiculous, huh? So I was getting some stuff to eat anyway. When are you gonna draw her face? Right here, I'm gonna draw her face. When I get this pose down. Exaggerate this. So I have to get the pose right before I add all the details in. Pose and perspective. Uh, you got anything to drink? Me, I got some Coke. It's gonna be really funny when your game actually succeeds and people look back in these streams you just talking about. I mean, if my game succeeds, you're gonna know. You're gonna know exactly what I'm about. I don't hide anything in my games. Okay. If the guy does succeed, there are needs to be Charlie with 34. You know, he's secretly funding the Charlie anti-community. Yeah, I should probably like go look back and see and add people to the credits who were here at the beginning. Sorry, I have to concentrate a little bit. Okay, sorry. You gonna give her any guns besides the obvious ones? She looks like that one chick from my head. Yeah, Miriko, right. Yeah, she has that look, doesn't she? I'll go give her a machete. I'll give her some sort of revolver. I don't know, maybe like right here. I don't want to like put it out here because you could do this to make her legs look bigger. If you add like holsters over here and over here. But I want to like show the muscles specifically, so. We gotta start thinking of names for this one, right? Mirko with her fantastic personality, yeah. Bonnie. Remember, it's a werewolf. Whiff wolf. Whiff wolf. We'll give her some names. So Bonnie is one of them. Okay. Matilda, Huntress. Okay. Okay. And give her the G string that shows off the oblique right here. Okay. Oh, we can give her like claws, sort of. I think the musculature like this. Let me see. Actually, there's something I was confused. It's the away. Yeah. Okay. So away from the body. I recommend Matilda because there is this popular web series called The Hunter. The parenting and the hot werewolf chick in the show is also Matilda. Okay. Well, Matilda's one of them. It'd be it's a good contrast with like how huge she is. So we'll give her like a leash here. We'll go between the boobs. Let me see how a leash looks nowadays. How's it connect? I was go between the boobs, never around. It's your face around. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so just like Hunter the parenting mentioned. Okay, let me see. What is this about? Oh, Matilda. Oh, she's a werewolf. Right, I see. Dude, I've never heard of this. But I'm a normie, so I probably wouldn't have. What the Emperor? That's a Warhammer thing, isn't it? But the main thing, big thing about this is you do have to kind of draw them properly. That's a big problem with muscular characters. You really have to know your anatomy. Oh yeah, just remember the abs come outwards, right? The abs aren't flat to the body. They kind of do this. Wait. Right, they are like in front. They do come out in front of the body. So, yeah, they used to make a Warhammer series. Okay, see, I don't know. And I mean, I just draw muscles upon muscles. Okay. That's one way of doing it. Called if the Emperor had a text to speech device. That's man, indie animation back in the day. I remember it was just badgers. That was old YouTube animation. Remember IOC chat reflects. Okay, look, I don't draw muscles upon muscles till I come though. I thought we were all into femboys here. So Bane and oh right, that's just the right amount of body horror. Oh wait, is he gone? I don't know. Spoilers, spoilers. Don't say anything. Don't say anything more. Don't say anything. No more. No more talking about that. That is a spoiler. People are still reading it. I I don't know if it's true either because I stopped following it, but I don't know. Muscular fanboys could be a thing. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh, mine is spoilers I haven't actually read it. And he ended. Just shell. Hey, no more. No more. Always give a spoiler warning. Like spoiler warning. Luke is Darth Vader's father. Like that'd be a spoiler warning. Sleevy's back. Oh boy, spoiler warning. What's going on? You got Robocopped. Absolute hey, everyone, stop talking about absolute anything. Puppet Jam has not read it, so this people dies Christ on Infinite Earth. 1987 spoilers. Yeah, we all from now on we have to talk about the maximum things we can talk about is like 1991. The entire history of everything. There's a YouTube video about that. Superman dies fighting Doomsday. There you go. That's more like it. I haven't read the Bane fight. No one say anything. We'll just once he gets to it, we'll get to it. Strongly committed mass genocide. 91. I don't think I can even talk about Street Fighter 2 because it was in 92. I think finally come to the verdict. Should have 6-pack of abs. He's a worm though, so he can have like a million. All the segments could be abs. Are you up to date on the current Batman arc though? I've already been spoiled on the newest issue. Oh. Papa Jam, remember how in RoboCop how you get turned into a meat paste where there's nothing left? That's what I'm talking about. Ribbed for her pleasure. Yeah, kind of. Hey, obscure maker. Or no, it's not maker. That's Merker. So with abs, you don't want to like just draw all of them. Um, when anytime you want to draw something, you want to draw like based on lighting. So like here, the light will be like right here. So like there'll be like a so you draw like a painter. Basically, you draw with lighting in mind. Do something like that. And this also has to like connect with the serratus anterior. I think these are what these called. Uh, I already know that that's from issue 14. That's what volume 2 ends with. Oh, okay. It's not even current absolute stuff. The Robins or Joker. Okay, I didn't even know it went that on that far. Mirror. Yeah, but as you said, we can't do spoilers, so this is just beating on the bush. I can't believe you, femboys and muscle mummies, man. Yeah, hey Charles. Yeah, we can pair this up with Nicholas. When you get to the like connections and in the skin, it's kind of hard to get the connections between the muscles because they go into the bone. They attach to the bone, so they like kind of disappear into each other. So like putting a line somewhere is a little harder. Oh, so many. I beat myself into a bush. Much more humane. I mean, I might add some hair. Fur, we'll call it. Um, nipple. I can't show that here. Nicholas' mom, maybe. We can have our whole like tutorial universe. It's an MCU, but just for my random tutorial demos. And short sex, yes. Is she homophobic? That'd be funny. Oh my god, James. I feel when you have the skin and muscles down, it's easy to do. Yeah, these are all like ancillary details. Once you have the body and pose down. Oh, this should be like over here, all the way over here. Like it doesn't. It's not like skin tight is a problem. Area showing. Oh, dispatch. Is that what he says? I don't know that. Oh yeah, he does. I forgot. I remember that meme. Yeah, I do remember that. Charles is a freak. Yeah. So is James. It my fault those skills got me acting unwise even for my own blood. True. Don't go too far, you'll ruin it. Like, feet guys make all the creators wear socks now because they talk too much. Is that people really wear socks? That's funny. Wrong time to join the stream? No, this is the great time. Look, all the characters almost done. Oh, man. It's never if you're worried about horny people, you should never you can't come to this stream ever. Nicholas's mom, yeah. That's it looks like people are looking for that. You know what I should do? I should just go ahead and here. There we go. I really have to get my anatomy down in the armpit area, but I'm terrified of this. Not like super exaggerated. That's a kind of a problem. It almost like she's leaning forward a little bit. You know what? It's probably because her head's not far back enough. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. That's probably causing me problems. Can't see her arm over the boob, but I guess worst things could happen. I stream, but yeah, very horny. Yep, that's part of it. What are muscles next to the abs again? I add them to everything because of how cool they look. Not the thighs. So there's a couple muscles next to the abs. There's the serratus muscles. There's the obliques, and there's lats behind it. But the serratus muscle. So like if you look to the side, here's the rib cage, again from the side, and there's the spine, and there's the hips. So this box down here. So if I remember correctly, the obliques kind of are like connect like to the kind of the bottom of the rib cage, and you have the latissimus that like kind of comes up here, kind of wraps around the back of the body, and then over here you kind of have what are called these muscles. Like I think they're called the serratus muscles. They actually like wrap around more. They wrap around the side of the body more, and I think like the lats kind of actually cover a lot of them up, and they connect to like the abdomen, or the ab muscles. I don't know the exact proportion of the inside of the body, so a lot of this is covered up. Is the thing that's the major thing. So like the pecs cover them up, the lats cover them up back here. So you only see like a couple of them over here, if you see them. But they kind of fan out in this way. Again, like my knowledge of like the inner muscles and where I'll connect is a little rusty. It's been a while. It's Radius anterior, right? Hey, Jorian. One second. Let me. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of people. Hello, Comaine, the internet sniffer. Perfect timing. I was about to draw a new OC version and needed help. Okay. Any questions you have, ask away. Why do I scroll up and see fixate women with abs are so hot? I wish there was more of it. Hey man, we don't kink shame here. It's hitting the Michael Jackson pose. Sure, yeah. Michael Jackson was cool. It feels so nice. Dang, all right. What an artist should look as inciting as. Yeah, okay, I know what that's from. Apparently, because he had to censor all the actual genitalia from, even drawings. They just did it with the armpit. So Nicholas's mom should be called Nicole. That's a good name. Nicole, but it's not a cat, it's a wolf. I'm gonna put that on hold there. Nicholas's mom. Yeah, so we're just wondering if this is a wolf girl and like Nicholas is a cat boy. So thinking, what could be how could we do this? The Amazing World of Gumball. Oh right, Nicole, she's a character there. Oh, you have a shaming kink. Oh no, that's something. Trimmed armpit hair, not a bush. Okay, so the structure of the armpit. Hmm. There's a pectoral into here and just vaguely goes into beneath, I think, the bicep. That's a triceps. Uh, okay, so let's see. Gross, that's some folks that armpit hair personally. That tingles when you put it in. All right. Bald is weird. I'll add some. It's a werewolf, right? You just kind of have to know. It's like this. It's how it sounds like. There's like a pattern to the way the hair grows. So it's not just like randomly placed. Don't really remember though. It's a werewolf after all. I guess I could just do like this. This could be something. Yeah, this looks more like torn up. Asymmetry is also just a good thing for character design. As long as there's no smell, all right. The cartoon character, remember? I remember that Austin Powers. It's an Austin Powers quote, right? Yeah, little richness don't hurt nobody. Uh, oh well. Okay. Okay, disagree. 1 second. 1 second. I'll be back in just a second. I'll check on something. Guess it was nothing. So yeah, I guess it was nothing. Yeah. All right. I thought I heard someone like moving furniture downstairs, but nope. I feel like she needs piercing, you know, a little bit of shape poking out of the fabric. Oh, all right. And it's a good idea. But we'll try some other piercings first. I don't know where. I guess it could be like in the ear. And tattoos. Uh, we made it subtle enough. So might have to post it on Twitter. Belly button piercing. That's a good one. Just anything that like makes it look more wild or crazy. Oh, you're down here. Sorry. I believe. Did I get that right? Let's say I'm checking like something with the abs. One second, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, it's above it. Sure. Okay, sorry. Oof. I'm back. Ears, yeah. Now we can do like ab piercings. Not ab piercing, belly button piercings. I know you pierce your abs, but like you can do like a womb tattoo sort of situation as well. We can do like low rider jeans as well. The womb wouldn't be up there, it'd be down, more down, further down. Anyway. Now a few gun tubers. That's right. Need alts to Puritan YouTube. Yep. Pick art? I don't know. Actually, wait. Is that what I'm thinking it is? Pick art? Maybe. Picarto is what I was thinking of, yeah. It's the good old days of gun tube. Too much, yeah. GunTube was oh, I thought GunTube was just a YouTube the gun creators like you use influencers on YouTube. Like Demolition Ranch and Russia FPS, all that. Forgotten Weapons, he's a great one. Yeah, they have Anti-Air streaming there, yep. I thought it was you could FPS Russia almost got decapitated. I was talking about how much he doesn't miss. I did not know that. Oh, you like this one the best? All right. We're making a whole cinematic universe. Guns are hot. Mag dump from 50 BMG makes harder than tungsten. Is tungsten that hard? I know it's dense. I recall Matt the Demo Ranch giving his 5-year-old sniper rifle. Almost got cut in half. Is he the one with who got like hit with the BMG, the 50 cal BMG? Like it exploded in his face. I don't know if that was Demo Ranch. I think that was someone else. I don't think you can post. You guys can post it. Oh, his 5-year-old is sniper rifle. I see. In PK, he talks about how his cameraman got hit, cried like a bitch, like his ass, sniffing from hot metal. Yeah. Gun Jesus got me into gun tube. Demo Ranch made me stay. Yeah, I really like Forgotten Weapons. I use it a lot because he like, goes into the engineering and stuff in the history. I like that. Kentucky Ballistics. That's right. That's what happened to him. Yeah, he got just almost killed basically. FPS blew up a truck and the door flew off and missed him by inches. I think I don't know. It's like so. I think I've seen so much of that happen, like to him. Wasn't there like a manhole cover? That might have been what I saw the door one. But I think I saw like a manhole cover like came back at him and missed both the cameraman, yeah, the camera and him. Something shows about that now and owns more dangerous guns. Never stop, never stopping. Need more scars. That's a good one. That's scars is a good one. Gotta be careful though, because I do want to stick to the show the musculature. I don't want to. Don't add too much lines to what's the word? Distract. That's good. Yeah. Hey, SO, how you doing? Hope your day is going well too. It's going pretty good so far for me. Self-inflicted like Killmonger. Well, I had the idea of like if when you turn into a werewolf, your body actually rips apart and stuff. So when she comes back to normal or whatever this is, um, she's left with scars and stuff. Like if Bruce Banner was heavily scarred every time he turned into the Hulk, you know? 90s guns seem to be a necessary part of surviving the future. Yeah, maybe. Hard to say, right? They don't heal those scars. I mean, you could do whatever. I mean, werewolves are fake, but I think it'd be like a cool indication. You can give some jewelry that's like like clawed jewelry. Be annoying to deal with, but cartoon character, so it's fine. Imagine if I had less gun laws. I want to shoot something more than just hunting rifles. Nice Ruger and go plinking. You know, Rugers is all shit from World War II. No one bought a takeaway. Where do you live? If you're okay with me, if you're okay with saying, I think I missed it last time you told me. I think I found a new channel on your. I found a new favorite on your channel. It's Nicholas's mom. You know what? We'll try to make that thing. Every new character will be. I'll try to make something that's your favorite. See how that works out. Mongolia, we have AKs. Okay. Yeah, right next to Russia. Let's name her Nicholas's mom. Oh, I'll put it up here. He'll be in the running. I should give her bigger arms. I should give her like a thing here. I should just like literally expand like that. Big glove. And then a bunch of little bands over here. Maybe like some beads. I don't know what the beads, but beads. I'm too animation pilled and don't put like any little details anywhere. Cause like I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna draw all this shit. But you know, this is just a drawing, so. Nicole, yeah, like Nicole does fit a lot, doesn't she? You're not a fan of any kind, okay? You don't even like the birds, Jerion, I guess. Hey, Goofy, how you doing? A little detail ain't hurt nobody except animators, yeah. Early girl, Goofy. You tried getting woken up by birds for half your life and remaining a fan. Yeah, I do have that I had that PTSD for a while from college. I would stay up all nighter and then like when the birds start chirping, I would be like, oh, I so for so long every time I like stayed awake and the birds started chirping outside, I'd be like, ah shit, it's like 4 a.m. 4 or 5 a.m. This is Mom Howdy, it's your favorite short stack. Really early for you. Oh. I thought normally what time is it over there for you? I guess you are on the other side of the world, aren't you? Yeah, we that's one of the names for this character. It's a werewolf girl. A wolf girl. Oh, yeah, it's our favorite short stack is here, Koofy. I love bird when they feed the cat. Wow, alright, chill. You get one idea? Okay. That reminds me of artist Sliger the Taigi. Another imperfect human, alright. Let's say for okay, I'll check that out. Currently I'm at work, so I can't check it out, but Oh, I think I got that wrong. Let me see. Charlie, so military furry? Just check their. Oh, okay. Still, yeah, nice. I appreciate that, Obscurus. Always nice to have some workers here. What do you think I should do next, by the way? Or what do you guys want to learn about next? Might do like a poll as well, but you guys are here, so. They're oversized. More femboys. I gotta try a little something else. Tomboys. I have not done tomboys. All right. I should do that. That's one. Okay, I'm gonna I guess put this up here. Tomboys. MILF. I don't think I can say it on YouTube. Hmm. How did the proportions are fucking up? That's true. Military femboys. Oh, why'd you retract, Koofy? Oh man, I think I missed it. I'm trying to think of a topic that won't get me canceled. Yeah, at the end of all this, we need a poll to see who's the most popular. Thick. How to draw Pixar moms. UEW. Okay, I can try that. Military femboy. A bony armor head, imperfect human with a female Doberman brain in it. Splaining. Okay, yeah, I can. Plus size. I think that's more like YouTube friendly. Um, Bony armor head. What else? How about just this? Older women. People call them hags, but like, I think that's just like in their like late 20s. Can't call them milfs, so. Cyborg, okay. Mature women, that's a good one. Hey, Sleevy. Older women, yeah. Gilfs, that's one way to put it. Yeah. 100%. I think strongly should be in every piece of art. In the skater, skater as in like Cassandra? Yeah, she's a tomboy. How old? 56 years. I mean, mature women could be like, just it's my way of saying, like the MILF for like, I said no else. Just older women like that. Put a dying Doberman inside a female humanoid imperfect human with scales and bone armor on the back, legs and forearms, cause for an old friend that wanted their dog to live longer. Okay. Let's get that notepad out. I gotta get the list out. Extreme woman of fun. Yeah. Experienced woman. That's another way of putting it. Cyborg. Oh, wait, shit. I did forget to write cyborg. Cyborg. Sorry. Good idea. Plus size cyborg. Yeah. I had a tomb litter? Tom Elder. Grace Hostess. Fuck, their old friend. See, what do you think? I already made a concept design for the bonehead dog while making snail face. Sure. Elemental. I'm older than Google Chrome? Probably. Google Chrome came out within my lifetime, so yeah. I'm probably significantly older than Google Chrome. Am I older than Google? I think maybe. When did Google show up? I think I might be like much older than Google. I might be older than the internet, as we know it. Yeah, yeah, okay, 1998. Yeah, I'm older than Google. Yeah, ARPANET. Yeah. But once. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm 1 year younger than the World Wide Web. Twinks are gender ambiguous women. Yeah, I did make. Yeah, I could do that. I could add that to the tomboy list. It's like, I could add like, yeah, I could do that. Ambiguity, because there's like a bunch of ways to make tomboys. Older than Facebook. I'm much older than Facebook. Yeah, Koopy had made a wonderful body horror. Water elemental, like down Scrongly. I got Scrongly has been drawn. But I'll put him in the background of these things sometimes. In flat chested women, no. There are many ways to do ambiguity. Either way, I think most of us here are older than Chrome. Yeah, it came out in 2000. Yeah. How to make steampunk? Maybe punk. I'm not that great at steampunk. Like, this is stuff I can do pretty simply. Um, I would have to do a lot of research for steampunk. Black girls are the best. Sure. That's one thing I can put in tomboys. Yeah, I know. Steampunk is a good one. I'll add that to the list, but yeah, it would require me to do some research. Oh wait. I don't like flat girl sleevey. Next femboy should be a deer boy. We added dog bonehead to the list. Yep, we did. We did Koofy. It's a freaky sort of character. $24, so I'm younger. Yeah, you're a baby. 24, that's nothing. Talking about adult talk. Plus size steampunk cyborg. A steampunk cyborg would be horrifying, wouldn't it? Because you're like half clockwork machine. But it'd be a cool idea. And a fat one, that would be something. Google's over 20. What is... Oh my god. What about sand? Or how about sand? Like elemental sort of characters? Like, yeah, I think I wrote that. Or I missed that. Elemental... Water, sand. That might be a little more ambiguous, but I can just try to... At that point, I should just try to make a character like that. Instead of teaching it. Scrongly is Sleevy's character. Sleevy suggested to me. Should be Mercy. Just another art piece. How to draw villain-like characters. I mean, is it really a difference between twink, femboy, and tomboy? Oh yeah. I mean, there can be. It kind of depends on what you mean by tomboy, femboy, or like especially femboy and twink. Because they're just kind of like, it kind of depends, right? A lot of it's in degrees, like how exaggerated or how ambiguous you want to make these characters. The line is fuzzy. It's different for everybody. Are you gonna go eat? Okay, Koofy. I'll see you later. Oh, stream's almost done anyway. It's equipment. Okay, yeah, sure. Muscles. Boobs and act boyish. Femboys don't have boobs. And act more girlish. That's a good one. That's a good way of putting it. Steampunk gears, pipes, and cables. Yeah, imagine a cyborg, like half human, half gears, pipes, and cables. That's some body horror shit. Tomboys are female, twinks are masculine, femboys are males. I thought twinks and femboys were guys. Oh yeah, masculine. Okay, yeah, sure. Creation is 35. Yeah, I know. I know I'm old. I got idea that relates to ideas I'm making. How to draw cool monsters. Maybe monsters? I don't have as much on them. Creature design is a kind of a weakness for me. Appearance, sure. Okay, I gotta go through these. They have cables in steampunk. Yeah, it's like if steam was like, I guess like electricity, or as a ubiquitous like that. Cogs as well, clockwork stuff. So it's for gears. Cable suits for liquid that causes steam. Honestly, a steam covering character design overall would be great. A stream covering characters. Okay, yeah, I should do that. Character design. Maybe like a fundamental stream. You have a DeviantArt? I used to. It's all overrun by AI now, so I don't really. Also, it's not great. When I used DeviantArt, I was like really bad, really bad. Goofy's still here. Hate Santa gets everywhere. Oh my god. In my opinion, boys are feminine, men, tomboys are masculine, female. You know, very standard opinion. Uh, Imagine how to draw actual cat girls and cat boys. I don't like using it for porn. Okay. People have just told me character design is just shapes, but I'm just always just confused because I mean, everything technically, everything is about shapes in terms of art. Like cat people. People on same thing. I guess a fem boy leads towards feminine, but a tomboy tends to be tough feminine, not really masculine. Yeah, a lot of these things because like there's no reality to it in drawing form. It has to be like visual, and visuals are like deceiving. So you can't really tell gender a lot of the times with visuals alone. But yeah, so it's like it really depends on where your line is. So it's boxes, tubes. It's also hydraulics for steam as well for the water. Not too strongly. Tomos are boyish, not really masculine, more just boyish. Cat girls and cat boys are easy, just human with cat ears, cat snout, and whiskers. Yeah, but you know, in order to make like a one of them popular cat boys, one of them like and cat girls, like we can go through the entire gamut of furry. Stream covering while eating chairs is cool. That's outside of my wheelhouse. The bird, yeah, that was what strongly was James. Make some wood soup with those chairs. I recently heard a real cat person would wear skimpy outfits due to body heat regulation and giant glasses due to farsighted eyes of more ordinary cats. Huh, I don't know they're farsighted. It's a good idea though. Actually, describe him related. Okay, I'll find Scroggly. Let me see which one it was. Do you guys remember exactly where I drew the character? Was it in short stacks? No. It must have been, was it like Femboys 2, maybe? Wait, where was it then? Where did I draw Scroggly? Um, Koofy's Furries Edition. I forgot the name of the video. Oh. Nicholas, no, there's cat boys and there are more cat than human. Yeah, there's a whole spectrum. We move around furry ears and other animal stuff and make it fit for a human to have. The one after Nicholas where you drew the dog dude. Oh. It's okay, yeah. Yeah, it was in Koofy's Bizarre Adventure, right? Yeah, that was it. Um, where is where did I, oh right, it was here. Our monsters, I don't remember. We check the dogmas. Yeah, we can have modified the industry standard for furries human, but we Koofify them, make it scary cool. Yeah, I mean, furries are A lot of different ways to draw furries. There's like the Disney furry classic. There's also like Chester Cheetah. Children. No, where is that? Oh wait, no, was it in the other one? It was in like the monster, not the. Yeah, I think it was in the monster one. There he is. What's the most horrifying thing on this page? Say necklace. Yeah, you did say that. You did say that. Meat cleaver mouse, yeah. How to draw furry variants. Sure. Packmaster definitely dating Nicholas, yeah. Yeah, so there's Strongly. Next to Sato, or what was left of him. SCP. No, this is a character that Kufi came up with. Had like an idea for. So I decided to make one. He's like he was experimented on and became like a growth. And, like these are all like he is inside there, and all this grew around him. Says yeah, I saw the references. I'm saying this makes sense. Yeah, it's true. Also, this is a dog. I saw the references on the community. You guys can also post on my community page. Open at it. Mother and son. Man, you know all of them. I also know all of them. All these categories. But you really you'll know them well. We make the already how to stream. You can override AI with the amount of. I don't know if I can ever override AI. That's a hard thing to do. Strongly with the hat to hide his bald head. Pull up the reference. It's on the community page. I don't know if I can pull it up. I don't have it saved. Um, I'm looking at it right now, but it's definitely a creep. Oh yeah, right, yeah. His face is like inside here. That is creepy. With the dress for Sailor Moon, yep. You can post on the community. Yeah, I've opened the community tab so you guys can post on it. As a dead gnome. Are there rules? Yeah, don't post anything that would get you banned. Don't post like just be on the safe side of it. Don't post spam. Don't spam. All that. Try to override the yeah. Pukes out like Cartman. That's yeah. Honestly, why would you leave someone's digestive system? You know, Nicholas B. Emperor. You know what? I probably won't. I probably won't draw that. Yeah, not too horny. Say like where I am. You know, this is not a handsome devil. This is just the devil. I looked at a lot of the flood forms. Alright, do you know for Cleaver, Perfection made his skin on his head like a foreskin? So you can peel back Cleaver to see half his original human face. Man, how horrifying. Really good at body horror, I gotta say. I have like the womb tattoo kind of poke out here. You know what? Before I leave, let me draw the face. Devil's handsome, though. You ever see that pic of him crying? So many pictures of the devil. Make it confident, like Nicholas. Bad girl leash. Just give her the leash right here. Leash goes down into here, and that's how that works. There's a thunderstorm outside. Yeah. Foreskin idea is the yes, yeah. This is body horror to its perfect extreme. Did you know that thick dyes actually save lives? I did know that, yes. Was made Cleaver because Profession really hated this Sate guy, damn. Nicholas' mom, she really want to practice women more. You know what? It's a good thing to do. It will heal the soul. Now, wolf girls or wolves, just to give it more like sharpness. It does feel like the trashy vibe with the tattoos and piercings. You can see, like I said, making everything very wide on top. That adding the boobs also add like a lot of bulk on top here, so that's helpful. Add some more unevenness to the hair because it just looks like lines I drew somewhere. And draw like overlapping hairs and stuff. Not too many, but big bushy eyebrows. Oh. Give it like an anime face. Maybe a little bigger eyes. I don't know. I don't want to be that crazed. So you guys are talking like a lot. Okay. Uh, Time left on the stream. 2 minutes. Oh my god. Uh, I can't remember the last time I drew a woman. Hey man, it's fun. What if you get it, if you're good enough at it, eventually you'll just be able to draw them for fun, and it'll be enjoyable. If you kill Sato while leaving the cleaver intact, damn, that would be funny. Like he's a dead body, and now the cleaver still moves because it's just a growth. Never drawn a woman, just muscular men. You did want to go full punk. I did. I wanted like a trashier punk than like Cassandra, but I think that's called Yaoi. Tease of Yaoi gotta be tasteful. I was also told that you draw better while horny, but yeah, it kind of depends on the artist. Some people are like too distracted. Spooky lines means mowing the straight line is when you quote someone for some reason. Scars on the face, right? Your mileage may vary. I forgot that too. So it's, you know what? It's 1 minute left. I'll see what I can do with it. Imagine Nicholas invites you to this place and he meets his mom. You'd definitely be, yeah. Yeah, it's something, isn't it? I'll give her like here. I'll give her the revolver, which I have to draw properly. So it's like this. You have to pull it. It's easy to pull. Um. Okay. Let's go right here. Make sure it follows like the lines of the face so it doesn't compete. But no, she has no ears. Oh my god. I was gonna give her human ears. That's what I was doing. Yeah, okay. She does have her hair in front. Yeah, it does look like rabbit ears, doesn't it, instead of wolf ears? You have like tears. Her ears have rips in them that are different from the do a lot expressive stuff with furries. Someone took a chunk out of her ear. Yeah, the source. We need to draw Nicholas's dad. Yeah, Russian Packmaster is probably his dad. No, actually, that'd be weird. Dad is a cat boy. It looks more fox. Yeah. Maybe. What's the difference between a fox and a wolf? Says dad would be funny if he was just a giant muscular dude with a full beard. It's very fake human. Yeah, he is actually wearing like. I was thinking of him wearing like a gamer headset with like the cat ears. Her turn. Yeah, rabbit muscle, not rabbit. Wolf. Wolf woman. Werewolf woman. She does look too much like a rabbit, doesn't she? Face forward for wolf ears. That's true. I think they should like. Yeah, yeah, that's better. Should look at wolf ears. They should. Yeah, they should also be thicker. That's like that's a little. It could be like this. His Nicholas's dad is like a completely normal human being, just absolutely normal. You'll be the last person. Okay. If you look at wolf picks ears face forward, wolves are proto dogs. Fox are dogs with cat software. Yeah, those look a little more wolf-like. Yeah, also they should be face. Face. Yeah, there we go. It has to follow the curve of the head though. Slightly complex perspective. And she has the piercings here. She'll have like a tag, I guess. I don't know. This is probably. I don't know if this is like. What this means in animal world. Like this means like you're being. This is like the equivalent to an ankle monitor. She's a criminal or something. You know the necklace is the femboy with thick thighs. Yeah. Fox are dogs with cat software. I just like the thing where they like jump really high and into the snow. I think that's adorable. See, a stalker kills their victim and eats them. Okay, classic. And she's gigantic. I'm just realizing I drew a gigantic woman with a tiny head. I guess that was the point, though. This is like 10 heads tall. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just about 10, yeah. Do we agree on her name yet, or is it just gonna be Nicholas's mom? We can keep that as a placeholder. Nicole is a pretty good one. Nicole is. Oh, you like it? Thank you. She strikes me as Bonnaby, but that sounds too close to Princess Bubblegum's name. That's right. Nicole. She's gonna be 9 foot tall with how small her head is. Yeah. Yeah, we have the name here, Nicole. I guess Nicole is a good one. An attack move where she jumps into the ground and pop up under the. Hey. Oh, Grandpa. Hey. Oh, Una? Oh. Una is a pretty fun name. Hey, I'm Judd. Oh, Una. That's a pretty fun one. Where do you imagine this character appearing? Main character, Nizukai, Queen of Were Human Tribe in JRPG. I'm not sure. Honestly, with Nicholas, I thought it was gonna be like a sort of fantasy, like yeah, JRPG fantasy sort of thing. but more like that it comes out more like a Blaze Blue fantasy, right? With way Nicholas is set up. Can I just do like take a screenshot real quick and edit your face out? What? Hey, hey, I'm just thanks for coming. We are 7 minutes over. Yeah, Blaze Blue is what I was thinking for Grand Blue because Grand Blue is like everything. They just put whatever character at whatever time they want. Everything all at once. Oh, I totally forgot how Revolver looks. When it seems like I was thinking of Lagoos or similar tribes in Fire Emblem. Later use, okay. On one, Bovani. Nicole is yeah, Nicole or Awuna. Let's see. Nicole kind of fits the MCU type style we're going for. Make sure you clean up after. It's one-handed a Wooga like old time. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Also a woo like a werewolf. She has rips in her jeans. And this goes down here. Okay, we'll see. This and then there's the firing thing over here. Some kind of belt buckle. I don't know. I like to switch it up every once in a while. You know that thing where you sit on your hand and wait? Oh, okay. I don't know about that. This is newfangled technique. Okay, I think that's it for today though. I'll have to finish this probably in another one. We can do a part 2 where I finish the thing and add another. The classic makes it feel like stranger. Alright. I think that's enough. We'll figure out the name and we'll figure out other stuff next time. Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. Do a part 2. We'll decide on the name then. We'll decide on many things then. There's nothing wrong with this chat, Puppet Jam. Come on. Pragmata not next week, right? Right. I remember. Thanks for reminding me. It's fun, thank you. I hope it was. But we will I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for coming, helping me out, and talking. I'll see you next time, which is probably Tuesday. Yep, see you. You are just the right amount of crazy. That's what we need.